Centralized exchanges are all under a huge amount of stress recently with the whole FTX collapse. So in this video, I want to share a few decentralized perpetual exchanges that you can use that are one, decentralized, so nobody has access to all these funds. Nobody can just go ahead and run away with the money. It's all decentralized. It's all managed by smart contracts, and these platforms are also audited. So the first one that you've probably heard of is GMX.io. This one here is a platform I've been using for about 5 or 6 months now, and I've been loving this platform. I'm not actually trading on it. I can trade if I want to, but what I am doing to earn some passive income is I'm providing liquidity in the form of their GLP token, which is basically a combination of all of these different crypto assets. Now, as me providing liquidity on this platform, I am earning about 70% of what GMX makes. Obviously, it's split throughout everybody who's providing GLP onto GMX, but this is a way that I'm making passive income. Now, as I said, this is a perpetual decentralized exchange, so if you do want to trade, you can very well do so. You hit the trade button and it brings you to this pair here, or this page, and you can decide which pair you want to trade. Now, of course, they don't have every single pair like a centralized exchange would, but you still have a few options on GMX, and you also have leverage up to 30x if you're feeling degenerate and you want to gamble and use leverage that high. So this is a way that you can short and long positions. Again, you have a different variety of coins here and different pairs that you can have fun with. And if you're wondering how much volume is on this decentralized exchange, well, we can see they offer it both on Arbitrum and Avalanche. On Arbitrum, they have over $66 billion worth of total volume. If we take a look at the last few days here, we have 167 million for the day today, 280 million yesterday. If we go to this big candle on the 11th of November, we had about $1.2 billion worth of daily volume. So you definitely see that there is a lot of volume that's coming on to this exchange. Now, in terms of how many users they have about 144,000 users, and the open interest of these users, we have about $117 million. So there's definitely a lot of money moving on this exchange. So that was on the Arbitrum side. They also have it on Avalanche. I'm not too sure if they plan on bringing more chains in the future, but all that to say is on Avalanche, they also have a whole lot of volume there too. They have over $16 billion in total volume, about 18,000 users here, and about 9.2 million in open interest. So like I said, the way I'm using GMX is not necessarily trading perpetuals. I'm not necessarily doing that. What I am doing though is I am providing GLP, and I'm getting a 28% APR right now. I'm doing this on AVAX. I really need to switch it to Arbitrum, but right now 28% APR, and I'm basically earning some AVAX, and right now I've earned 5.43 AVAX, with me investing about $1,200 for about 5 to 6 months. Now, obviously, it's not crazy money, but again, just something I'm doing on the side here. Now, if Arbitrum and Avalanche isn't your cup of tea, there's another one called Metavault Trade. This one here is on the Polygon network, so you do have lower fees on this one, but again, if we take a look at this trading interface, you have the same thing. This is actually a fork of GMX, so it's very similar to GMX and its platform. The way it works, you can also provide liquidity to this platform. That's another platform I'm actually providing liquidity to and earning some passive income that way. But again, you have your long, you have your short, you also can swap tokens. The same is true with GMX. You have that leverage indicator all the way to 30x, and I know a lot of people want to be using that 30x to make that money, but just understand that there are fees when you are using more and more leverage. So just make sure you understand how leverage works But if we take a look at this platform and see the stats behind it, how much volume is coming onto this platform, it is newer than GMX, but as we can see, they have about $294 million in total volume. They have about 3,800 users. Literally a few weeks ago, this number was around 1,600, so people are definitely coming in onto this platform. Again, I'm not sponsored by any of these companies to say anything. This is just what I've been seeing over the last few days and weeks and months throughout my investing journey. So here on Metavault, I am providing liquidity, as I said, and this is in the form of the MVLP token. If I go ahead and quickly connect my wallet, switch it to Polygon because I was connected on GMX on AVAX. Let me go ahead, switch that there. So we can see that the MVLP is very similar to the GLP token. It's providing me a 125% APR. That's given in Matic as well as in escrowed MVX, which is the governance and utility token of this platform. But again, I am earning some passive income here. We can see I've made about $25, and of that $25, about $20 in Matic that I can withdraw, and then about $6 in escrowed MVX that I do have to stake, and then I have to also vest over a period of time to take it out. But here I'm more concentrated on my Matic rewards. Again, another way I am making some passive income, and if you're wondering what is the combination of MVLP, if we go ahead and take a look at that, we can definitely see that MVLP is made up, of course, of Matic, Ethereum, Bitcoin, and some stable coins as well. Now, last but not least, we can take a look at DYDX. I'm sure you guys have heard of this perpetual decentralized exchange. This one here has a whole lot of volume. If we take a look at the last 24 hours, they have about 640 million and also have about 233 million in open positions with over 148,000 trades in the last 24 hours, which is absolutely crazy. And again, you can trade on this platform. I haven't personally done anything with this, but this is another platform that you can use. It's decentralized, it's not centralized, and you don't have people that have access to your funds. It's all smart contract based and it's all audited. And we won't have an SBF that literally is buying houses in the Bahamas or doing whatever they want with the money that customers are putting onto this platform, because you always are connected on your wallet on these platforms. Now, if you're using a ledger, it's even safer, but if you are using a hot wallet, it's still your keys, still your coins, and it's not connected to a centralized exchange that who knows what could happen with your funds. So the last thing I wanted to mention is if we take a look at some of these centralized exchanges and we look at the volume over the last 24 hours, what's happening in the world of these exchanges, basically the entire volume is down. People are trying to get their money out, and we are seeing these exchanges trying to scramble and give proof that they have the reserves, that they can back customer funds if there was a bank run on their exchange. So that's what's happening. Of course, this ongoing story with FTX is developing on a daily basis. But if you are looking to trade elsewhere, I definitely recommend decentralized exchanges. Crypto is not only centralized exchanges, it's obviously also DeFi, and a lot of people mix the two together because decentralized finance is not run by one person, and one person doesn't have access to the entire funds. It's all a bunch of smart contracts pulled together that makes up a protocol, and then people always have access to their funds because their funds are in their own wallets. So with all of that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed the quick rundown on a few decentralized perpetual exchanges. Obviously, there are more. I didn't cover everything, but I wanted to cover some of the more popular ones and just to give you guys an overview of what is available out there. So obviously, do your own research, but if you are new to the channel and you've enjoyed, make sure you give the video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and I'll catch you guys in my next video. Peace.